Rookie here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
Hey, it's Pat and JT. It's Pat and JT on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, 402-403-9478. That's our voicemail number. We'd love it if you called us and talked to us.
Absolutely.
Welcome to our podcast.
We have to do voicemails. We haven't done that for a while.
We did it on a week ago,
Well,
but
it's been a few episodes ago, I guess.
we have like 8 more from my dad now.
Are you having a problem over there?
Now my cable's stuck.
Okay.
The cable rolled up in the wheel.
And we have company.
I know.
I know, right?
I know we have company. It's embarrassing.
Allie is in the studio with us.
Hi, Allie.
Hello.
And Allie, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Good.
Facebook friend.
Yeah.
This is like we're on a roll here with Facebook friends. Just met you this week.
That's right.
Actually, in the last few days.
Yes.
So, Allie, is your last name Mascarello?
Mascarello. Nailed
Yes.
it. Nailed it.
How'd you get that one?
I got a handsome mustache wielding husband who gave me a cool Italian last name.
That's
so
awesome. I
yeah,
love it.
I'm impressed. You
That's so
pronounced
cool.
it correctly.
That is
Actually,
impressive.
The way we came across you was because a friend of yours shared a video that you did.
Yes.
And you have a whole project I've discovered. I mean, the
Yes.
unmasking of Allie has been unbelievable. I'm just like, I keep digging and peeling the layers back. And I was like, there's so much going on
my
here. I
gosh.
want to talk to her. I want to find out more.
I'm so excited. Yeah. So I have to shout out to my coworker because my coworkers are the sweetest and they're very supportive and they get excited about all my silly ideas because a lot of my ideas start out as I get bored in my cubicle and I do silly voices and accents for them. And so if they laugh, I'm like, maybe other people will laugh about this. So
Yeah, absolutely. And you work in a very serious place.
yes, I do.
So
How hard is that?
It's a very interesting challenge for a personality like I have to,
Right.
I feel like every day I have to check in like every 5 minutes. Okay, is it time to make another joke yet? Or should I wait a little bit? Are they ready?
In a really serious environment, what's the proper amount of time to wait? 5-10 minutes?
Yeah.
Is it?
I have to gauge how busy people look. So I'd mostly look at people's eyebrows. I'm like, oh, their eyebrows are really scrunched.
yeah,
I'm going to wait.
I'll wait a few minutes. Just so I don't want to piss them off.
That's right.
Right? Just going to wait a couple
You want to
minutes.
overdo it.
All right. So the video that I saw of you,
Yes.
is this the first one with this new project?
There's a couple of others.
Okay.
I'm kind of new at the whole YouTube thing, so my poor family and my poor husband, I'm like, I have an idea. I need a camera. I have an idea. I need lights. I need a computer. I need, so it's really evolving right now. It's in the very beginning stages.
What is your project?
So I watched the Mr. Rogers documentary. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
I've wanted to watch.
He's fascinating.
I have not
It's
watched
amazing. So I watched it with a friend and we went and sat in my car after we saw it and we both were like, we are not doing enough with our lives.
Yeah.
We were very unimpressed with ourselves after we saw that documentary. And I thought, here's a guy who has these crazy voices and these silly ideas and this crazy personality, and he's kind of a weirdo, and then he sees this platform and a problem and something missing, and he put those two things together. And so, working in a serious environment, I'm thinking there's got to be more that I can use my silly personality for besides like making people laugh once in a while at the right time. And so once I saw that documentary, I was like, what can I do? I have to put something out there and stop wasting what I've been given. So I'm like, how can I make people laugh and bring joy, but then bring awareness to things? So I started a website called lookatLifeProject.com. I have really big dreams with it. So it's very beginning stages right now, but I want, guest speakers, I want guest videos, I want podcasts, I want all of this stuff. But really the goal is to have a hub where people can go and find something positive, because life is hard and it's ugly sometimes, but there's always something beautiful. There's always something good.
It's true. Social media, and in particular, I'm sure, you hear talk about it all the time. And there's a study that just came out. It said that if you're on Twitter a lot, you're probably losing IQ points.
Oh, I don't know. What do you feel like? How you feel about that, Miss? I follow a cat and a raccoon.
I
heard that on one of the episodes and I was like, I need to start following this cat and this raccoon.
Right? I mean, they're parody type accounts, but
If I had $1 for every time you're like, okay, so the canoe just tweeted.
and he
What?
did yesterday.
I
But
figured.
he was tweeting at the I'm trying to think, evil. Okay, there's the OPD Able one.
Right.
There's also an evil OPD Able.
and I do follow both of them actually.
It's like Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
There's right. So you have Abel one and Cain. Okay. Anyway, so the evil helicopter tweeted something about the river and the canoe shot back something. Of
course.
so they're fighting. So
oh my God.
so I get what you're saying, because I try to find stuff that's light and some things to make me laugh when I'm on Twitter. That's why I follow accounts like that.
Right.
You know, because I want something that I can turn to that I know is going to make me smile.
Yeah.
And so you are just now embarking on this journey.
That's right.
And so you put out the first video, which who is this character, by the way? Because we're gonna direct people to go check it out.
That's awesome. I appreciate that. So there are many Allie characters that can't wait to meet the world, but this one is just just a silly voice that I use to flirt with my husband. Honestly, we'd be on dates and I'd just wait for the best quiet moment, and then I'd turn over and I'd look at him and I'd go, "Hey, babe, you want to take me somewhere real nice? We want to take you somewhere fancy. We want to live it up."
And that gets him going?
It doesn't. That's why I do. Every time I do it, he's like, "You've got to stop doing that." So then I start doing it to my coworkers, and I would pretend, like I'm going to answer the phone like that. I'm going to listen. Thank you for calling. I appreciate you. Customer service you up real good.
Oh my God.
And so I have a couple of coworkers who are like, You have to stop doing that. But that kind of eggs me on because I worked with junior hires and after school mentoring for a really long time, and so that kind of stuff. You tell me not to do it, I'm like, I'm going to wait for the best moment and I'm going to do it up.
Yeah.
That's you. And I saw that you did a lot of mentoring and,
Yes.
and ministry work and other things like that. How did you get started in that?
So I kind of started going to church when I was 16 after battling depression and going through a lot of issues, and being a part of a church community really turned things around for me. It really made a difference in my life. And so I started off by doing like internship programs. I was a youth intern. I did a college leadership program at my church. And I volunteered with middle schoolers there for 13 years, got to lead their junior high ministry for a couple of years. And then I traveled with a motivational speaking team for a while and did like school assemblies. I've done DARE graduations, anything that has to do with middle schoolers. I love it because I love how awkward they are.
It's the toughest age.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, the toughest age.
I love it. And
did you grow up here in Omaha, by the way?
Yes.
So where were you middle schooling at?
I middle schooled in Conestoga, which is south of Bellevue.
Okay.
So very small
yeah.
town middle school life because we grew up in Beaver Lake.
Oh, nice.
So my parents used to own a restaurant out there. Small town life. Everybody knows all your business and everything. So I've just always been passionate about middle schoolers because that was tough for me. Mm-hmm. I struggled, and so I know other kids are struggling. So I'm going to help out where there's a need. Kind of that whole Mr. Rogers thing, like.
Exactly.
I have this goofy personality.
So you've already kind of been living his principles.
I try to a degree,
you
a very
have been
small
already
scale.
doing
Yeah.
it. You were trying to fill a need because you knew that there was a need there because you felt it when you were there. Man, middle school.
Middle school was rough.
What do you remember most about middle school?
My bloody nipples.
Explain.
Need I?
I mean, I follow, but maybe not everybody might know.
I was just telling my son the story the other day about getting a purple nurple, but it was more violent than that.
That one sounds intense.
It was not. It wasn't fun.
No,
and being made fun of and just stinking constantly, like you could never get just your pits. You know what I mean? You just like you didn't understand it.
Was your middle school mixed in with the high school? Were you all in one building?
Yep. We had different hallways, but all one building, and we all ate in the same place. And
That's hard.
K through 12.
K through 12.
Oh,
yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah. Ours, and in Ashland, it was for a long time, but before I got there, they got a high school, thank God. Mm-hmm. So, but the high school kids still came back over to the other school, which was K through 9, and would come back over for certain classes, like, that were in whatever buildings. They still bust them back and forth between the two buildings. Hated seeing the bus come.
Yeah.
And if you're outside in recess,
Why?
here come the high school students.
It was like
they just run through and just push over middle schoolers and grade schoolers. And, oh my God. Yeah.
Well,
it's like a movie.
Think about how much harder it would be to be a middle schooler now with social media and all that kind of stuff. So I don't envy middle schoolers. Are they cuter though? They have cooler clothes. When I was in middle school, I was wearing like oversized Winnie the Pooh t-shirts and stuff. And
Very
like,
cooler clothes, and the clothes are cheaper now than they used to be, just like more inexpensive. But we talked about this, I don't know, 10 episodes ago about the what are they called? Not rompers, but the shorts.
yes.
Geez.
Yeah, the one piece shorts
for
the girls because they're short shorts.
Well, they have them for guys too, and they call them romp hims.
No.
Romp hims.
I would never, and I would never ever
Is that
expose
like a singlet?
anyone to that.
That's close to a singlet, probably.
Yeah, but it all used to show a lot more of the back 40, I think, in that. The singlet, you don't see the back.
But the singlet hugs the front.
It sure does.
Just saying.
It sure does.
Just saying.
But
Slap that on a t-shirt.
Well, because in middle school you're dealing with all the hormones and everything, and you throw those things into the mix, and guys are just confused, and girls are confused, and the teachers. Teachers that work that are middle school teachers are like very special people because they deal with all of that stuff.
Exactly, and that you're one of those people.
Yeah.
You are. So thank you for that. But I can
Thank you.
tell, though, that you do have a special element to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Sometimes that special is not a compliment. Like, there's something special about you. But I'll take it.
Absolutely.
I will take it.
Yeah, grade school, elementary school was okay, but middle school really was hard. We were just talking about that a couple episodes ago about the teachers, that the teachers when we were growing up had a lot more maneuvering room.
Oh, yeah.
When it came to discipline. And oddly, some people on Facebook were messaging me because they figured out the teachers I was talking about.
Were you? I don't remember.
Oh my
I remember
gosh.
talking about it, but were you cryptic about it, or
No.
did you say no?
There's one teacher in particular that you had to wonder sometimes why she was a teacher, because it was just so hard to please her. But I never had her as a teacher, but I just heard the horror stories.
Yeah.
From some of the people that were in her class.
And don't you love how Omaha's like everybody knows everybody? So they're like, we're going to figure this out.
Yes.
And they do
And they do. All the time.
all the time.
Omaha investigates.
Exactly right. All right. So
Yeah.
where do we find you again?
Lookatlifeproject.com.
Okay. And you have everything on there, plus
Yes.
your YouTube channel. All right.
And my YouTube channel is listed under Ali Mascarello, but all the videos are linked through my website, and I post every Tuesday, so it's kind of like an every other. One Tuesday will be a video, one Tuesday will be a blog, kind of just trying to cover, here's an encouraging perspective that you might have not thought of before, here's something to laugh about, here's, I did a story about suicide prevention, so I linked that in there. So just tons of different stuff, trying to just put encouragement and positivity out in the world and make people laugh and not waste
Awesome.
the silliness I've been given. So
That you mentioned your husband before we started the podcast too. What does he do?
my husband, for his like day job, he does HVAC. So that's a really helpful thing to have around the house. But
Heck, that is.
his passion is music. So he teaches drums at an organization called the 402 in Omaha. So they do a lot of music lessons, really cool studio. So if you want music lessons or your students
There you
are
go.
looking for music lessons, you can check it out. But yeah, my husband, he has to put up with a lot with this personality here. So bless his heart.
Now, before we wrap things up here with you, one other connection we have is German Shepherds.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Here we go.
We're not going to be able to wrap it up. We're done.
You have pictures. You have two.
Yeah, I have two. One is he's half husky. So we have like the two best dog personalities in one dog.
Yeah.
And then the other one is full German Shepherd.
And boy and girl.
Boy and girl, Henry and Jane.
Oh.
And we are fully obsessed.
Oh, how old are they?
Henry is, I think he's like 14 months or something, a little over a year. And Jane's 9 months.
Oh my goodness. And see, my Jack is, he's just turned a year. May 10th was his birthday. So he's 55 weeks. I'm
Wait, is
kidding.
he back?
Oh my gosh.
Is he back? I know.
I had to do that because when I hear parents talk about their
I
he's
almost
23
didn't do the
months.
14 months thing, but I was like, how do I?
Like, dude, he's
I'm
a
taking
year.
too much time. He's a year old.
5 or above, give it a shove. He's one. Until he's 2, he's 1.
So I can't go with the parents do when they
He's
say
57
"Oh,
months.
He's just 23 months.
No, you have to do a picture
it.
every month of him by his favorite toy so you can see the growth.
I did do that.
Good.
I did.
glad.
I had. I posted for his birthday. I don't know if you saw the pictures, Pat. Did you happen to see it?
I
Okay,
did.
good.
I sure did.
Because he was a rescue, and so there are pictures of where he came from, which was disgusting. And then picture when he was a little itty bitty puppy, his first night he was rescued, and he was with this teddy, and he still has the teddy. And so there's a picture of him still with the teddy. He still carries it around. I have to take it away from him sometimes because it's got a couple weak spots in the feet because he sucks on it. He just gets it between his teeth and he'll just lay there with it.
Oh
And
my
so
gosh. German Shepherd personalities kill me.
kills me. So I had to take Teddy into a tailor to have his foot reinforced because Jack that one spot. He likes that one spot.
You are the type of dog mom I aspire to be. That's
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you.
Our dogs need to have a play date.
Oh my gosh. Do you take him to doggy daycare?
We haven't yet. We haven't taken him to doggy daycare. Henry would love it, but Jane's really scared, so she takes time to warm up to people. So she's a little tougher of a rescue pup. But Henry, he's the worst guard dog ever. somebody came in our
come to
house,
Dad?
he'd be like, welcome.
Hi.
Let's
y'all. I'll show you where everything is. Money's over here.
That's right.
Scratch behind my ear and I'll show you more.
Right.
Okay. Rub my tummy. You get it all. That's awesome. Have you always had German Shepherds?
No, I've always wanted one because I knew somebody who had one, and he was just like a big snuggle bug. His name is Wilson, and I loved that dog.
That's a great name too.
It
I
is.
know, he's amazing. And so we always wanted one, and I saved every available dog page search to my phone, and I would check it every day on all the rescues nearby. And then one time, one of them had German Shepherd puppies, and we dropped everything and went and got him. So
Bless you. That adopt, don't shop, man.
yeah,
I'm just
we
like
we don't
100%.
regret it at all.
Good for you.
He's the best.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, and you can find Henry and Jane updates on the website too.
See?
So-
I love
You've
her.
met your soulmate.
I think I did. Subscribe, rate, review, share.
All of it.
That's right.
All of it. Allie, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Allie.
Absolutely.
And thank you to Kugler Vision, like as always.
Yep,
Very
they're
nice people.
They are a supporter of our podcast, and we can't be more grateful and more thankful that they do that. I really appreciate it, and to be tied to such a reputable company. You know, just a great group of people that really care about their clients. They care about their community, and they want everybody to see Omaha more clearly. As a matter of fact, they have a hashtag as hashtag See Omaha. Help you get out of your contacts, get out of your glasses.
Just try it. You might think maybe you've thought about this. I had my aunt a long time ago. Always thought about it,
Right.
like, whatever, it's not going to work. It's this and that. And she, she ended up, she passed away.
Okay.
So she never really did it.
She needed to act
but
a little
that's
sooner.
the whole point of the story, is that you never know what's going to happen. And it's not an unattainable
Okay.
thing. You need to go someplace like Kugler Vision.
But not only
before
that,
you die. Go to Kugler Vision before you die. That's their new marketing
No, it's
campaign.
not.
You know what? Fine.
It is not.
I'll invoice
Oh
them.
my
Go to Kugler Vision before you die.
What I was going to say was the reason why some people haven't done it yet is because they might be a little bit nervous about it.
Or that.
Or that. And I understand that totally. That's why you need to have the consultation, because once you understand whose hands
right.
you're in and how important it is to take care of you, and you realize, you know what, I can do this.
I got this.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely. So if you're scared or before you die,
I told you, it's got a great ring to it.
schedule your consultation.
Got a
with
great ring to it.
Kugler Vision at kuglervision.com.
Download our podcast wherever you get your podcasts, iTunes, Stitcher, Sketcher, wherever. Stitcher, Sketcher, all of them. Review,
Sketchy.
rate, share. Thank you for listening to the Pat and JT podcast.
Before you die.
Before you die.
Pat and JT Podcast. A Parkville Media Production.